Chapter 1. The Laugh. My name is John. My wife died. Her name was Anna. She was sick for a very long time. She died on Tuesday. Today is Friday. It is 3 days after her death. My heart is broken. My world is empty. There is a big, dark hole in my life. I do not know how to live without her. We are at her father's house. It is a big house, but it feels small. It is full of sad people. Everyone is wearing black clothes. My daughter, Lily, is sitting next to me. She is 10 years old. She is very quiet. She has not talked very much for 3 days. Anna's family is here. Her mother, her father, her aunts, her uncles. Everyone is crying. Everyone is quiet and sad. The room is dark. The curtains are closed. The only sound is people crying softly. I look at the floor. I feel nothing. Then Anna's brother, Mark, starts to talk. Mark is a good man, but he talks a lot. He wants to make people feel better. He starts to tell a story. He wants to share a happy memory of Anna. He talks about when they were small children. He tells a story about a goat. A small white goat at his grandfather's farm. He says, Anna wanted to ride the goat. She thought it was a horse. She climbed on its back. The goat was very angry. It ran fast. It ran into a wall. Boom! Anna fell into a big pile of mud. He continued the story. She was not hurt, but she was all brown. She was covered in mud. She looked like a small mud monster. Mark was laughing. He wanted us to laugh, but the room was silent. I thought about the story. I thought about Anna in the mud. I thought about her small, angry face. A sound came out of my mouth. It was not a big laugh. It was a small sound, a small smile. My mouth smiled. I could not stop it. I smiled. Chapter 2. The Whispers. In this silent, sad room, my smile was very loud. It was like a gunshot. Everyone stopped. Everyone turned. Everyone looked at me. Mark stopped talking. The room was dead silent. I quickly put my hand to my mouth, but it was too late. I looked at my daughter, Lily. She was staring at me. Her eyes were very big. She had no tears. She just looked at me with shock. Then her face changed. Her eyes filled with big, wet tears. She put her hand on her mouth. She stood up. She ran out of the room. I felt cold. I looked at Anna's mother. She was a strong woman. She was sitting in a big chair. She was looking at me. Her face was angry. She turned her head away from me. Then the whispers started. I heard them. The people in the room were not quiet. They wanted me to hear. An aunt said, "Did you see that?" He smiled. Her friend whispered, "He is happy. He is relieved she is gone." I heard another voice, a man, Anna's uncle. He said, "I knew it." He never loved her. He did not cry at the funeral. Now he is laughing. The words were like knives. I did not move. I just sat on the chair. I was a stone. My wife's family thinks I'm a monster. They think I am happy. My small smile ruined everything. I wanted to stand up. I wanted to scream, but I could not speak. Chapter 3. The Lonely Father. We went home. The next few weeks were the worst of my life. My house was a prison. It was full of Anna. Her clothes were still here. Her books were here. Her smell was here. But she was gone, and my daughter was gone too. Lily was in the house, but she was not with me. She stayed in her room. She kept her door locked. She did not talk to me. When I cooked dinner, she did not come to the table. She made a sandwich later. One night I knocked on her door. "Lily, please open the door. We need to talk. I miss you." I waited. It was silent. I said, "Lily, please, honey, I am your father." The door opened. She was standing there. She was very thin. She did not sleep. Her eyes were red. She looked at me. Her eyes were like her mother's eyes. They were cold. She said, "No, you are not my father." Her words hit me. I said, "What? Lily, what are you saying? I am your dad." Her voice was strong. It was full of anger. A father loves his family. A father is sad when his wife dies. A father does not laugh. She was shouting now. "You laughed. You were happy. I saw you." She said, "I cannot call you father. You are just the man who lives in my house. I hate you." She slammed the door. I heard the lock. I was alone in my own house, the loneliest man in the city. Chapter 4. The Last Promise. I sat on the floor. I put my head in my hands. I cried. I cried for my wife. I cried for my daughter. I was so broken. They were wrong. They did not know the truth. They did not know about Anna's last promise. I thought about the hospital. Last week, Anna was very sick. She was very weak. The room was white. The room smelled like medicine. I sat next to her bed. I held her hand. Her hand was very thin and very cold. She was in pain, but she was still my Anna. She smiled at me. It was a weak smile. She said, "John, I want to tell you something." "It is very important," I said. "What is it, my love? I am here." She tried to laugh. It was a small, dry cough. She said, "I was thinking about my brother, Mark. He is a good man, but he is so stupid." I was surprised. "Stupid? Why?" She said, "He loves to tell that old story, the story about the goat on the farm. When I fell in the mud, I remembered that story. She looked at me. Her eyes were very serious. "John, that story is the most stupid story in the world. It is not funny. It is just stupid." She held my hand very tight. "Promise me something, John." I said, "Anything, Anna." She said, "At my funeral, after, Mark will tell that story. He always does." She coughed. "When he tells that stupid story, I want you to do something. I want you to laugh. Laugh for me." I said, "What?" "Anna, I cannot laugh. I will be too sad." She said, "Yes, you must. Promise me. I want you to laugh at how stupid he is. I want to know you are laughing with me, not with him." I looked at my wife, my dying wife. She was trying to smile. It was her last wish. I cried. I said, "I promise, Anna, I will laugh for you." I sat in the dark hallway. My daughter was in her room. She hated me. My wife's family hated me. I kept my promise to Anna, but my promise destroyed my life. I laughed for my wife, and I lost my daughter.